we're into game number 1 between Saymyname and Monoz. Do I need to switch colors? I had... Yeah, Saymayname's host, so I'm going to put him in blue. And Monoz in red. They're playing game 1 on El Dorado. All the gold and stone in the middle is visible at all times for both players. But as we've seen in the previous season of TTL4 on this map, when it was played in both gold and platinum, the water on the outside matters even more than the gold and the stone in the middle, making sure you have all that food coming in. Make sure that your economy keeps running, because trying to make farms around this area, very difficult. Can't make farms on the amphibious terrain. Persians, solid civ, your TCs and docks work faster. You start with the extra food and wood, so you can go out to build your dock even faster. Malians, you're saving wood on all those buildings, so you can get out to your dock fast as well. And then for competition in the middle, Malians probably will want to drop a castle at some point in Castle Age. Start making Gebettos. Could even try to go fast castle Gebetto and fast castle on water. But the safer approach will be to play into some sort of feudal aggression. I imagine that'll mostly be on land, given how wide or how far you have to travel with your navy around the outside. It might be difficult to actually do any pressure. So game 1's not random civ, but apparently Saymyname's last pick was Malians, but there was a disconnect, so he wasn't actually able to pick it, which is why he ran him into Slavs, which makes sense. And Arbase, the admin, just figured that out. So, we're all good. Those disasters were a false alarm. I apologize for freaking anyone out. It's just not showing up correctly. So I'm expecting, yeah, some sort of scout play. Saymyname actually finds the turkey that was out scouting for Monoz and is pulling it back. Monoz already starting off with a little bit of a wall off here, I guess in front of the gold and stone that he's obviously going to need in the future. Bringing in all of the deer, and then we'll be able to move forward. Meanwhile, Saymyname not bothering with the deer push at the moment, preferring to know where he's going to attack. See what his opponent's base look like, where the wood lines are. Thinking maybe of going into the town center range to snag some of those sheep, and maybe stop the deer from being pushed in. Yeah, just going for the attack. Monoz is ready. He has a villager coming forward. Saymyname runs to the hill, and the deer patiently waits until the scout can continue to escort it towards the town center. Monoz slightly ahead with getting the fishing ships out, which makes sense. He got his dock up a little bit earlier. That is the Persian efficiency. And turkeys are being escorted around, making sure they're not in range of the scout, because scouts on this map will try to get in under the town center and snipe any turkeys that are remaining. Once all the villagers evacuate this area, there's no more perch to be collected under the town center. They're out on the wood lines or on the gold mines, collecting other resources. Start of a wall off here by Saymyname. And wow, he collects another turkey. Monoz must have had good scouting though. Yeah. He's seen the shorelines, so he knows where he might want to build extra docks. It looks like he's going to go for a more water approach, which is what we've seen wins games. Looking for a second lumber camp as well. Just needs 10 additional wood, so drop that down. Yeah, both players, they understand the meta at this point. Another great bonus here from Malians is being able to afford barracks, stable, and a mining camp all at the same time. Difficult to do, but Malians can pull it off. Monoz instead going for second dock, keeping his fishing ships efficient. And Saymyname still having some deep fish around his dock to continue to collect. Hill between gold and his base will be interesting. Gold and his base. I'm guessing you're talking about Saymyname. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, it is a very close goal to this area. It'd be very difficult. Like, if he loses this, he's pretty much lost the game. Unless he goes for a full water approach and isn't building enough land military. He's counting on the fishing ships to support him, but yeah, chances are this is actually going to be beneficial for him to attack the middle. And both players look like they're going to go for some sort of land approach. One fire out already for Monoz with his 2 docks. Sorry, 2 docks. Walling in. The gold miners doesn't have full walls, just going with the small walls. His villagers will have been a little bit more efficient. Oh no, actually less efficient by 4%. Not sure why. Maybe walling actually counts as being efficient. And of course, players can see as the army comes forward if the army is in this middle section, because that is always visible. And now Monoz is going for an extended walls, adding the stable now that he's sent his fire ahead. And Saymyname just keeping a fire behind defensively, just building it now. Kind of like Saymayname's build order a little bit better here. You prioritize some sort of land aggression, and then work on expanding your navy afterwards, just because it's such a defensive map for navy. It's very rare in the current meta for anyone to completely lose water control this early into a match. Looks like Monoz redistributing resources a little bit. Realizes he doesn't need that many on gold. Deletes the small walls. Focuses on the egg walls. And blacksmith. Okay. This isn't a fast castle. It kind of looks like it is. Didn't build any additional scouts. And does still have turkeys out on the map. Fire's coming forward. Fire will find that there's just 4 fish here for Saymyname. Hasn't really invested more into that food. I guess he has some on berries? Or he has still a lot of turkeys under the TC, right? He stole a lot of them. And Monoz just passing with the fire. He might try to pull that fire out of the way and have another fire come in and reap the reward. But there's, yeah, more fires here for Saymyname. He's sitting behind, sitting pretty. And archers as the follow-up here. Saymyname must have, or sorry, Monoz must have seen that coming, right? Didn't know the range was there, he just predicted it. And the tower is going to be ready in time. Archers will have to just loop around instead. Both players very talented, 2k5, potentially 2k6. And there Monoz has clicked up to Castle Edge already. I imagine the follow-up with Persians is just going to be lots of knights. Maybe some siege to probably knights and monks to take map control first, and maybe a fast fire click. Still hasn't lost any units. That's kind of crazy. This scout is the starting scout, still on 9 HP. First kill might be one of these spearmen by the archer. Archer has to run. And Monoz trying to be efficient with these villagers still. Collecting the wood that's a little bit out of range. Decides to pull them back and use the stragglers that are still around the town center. And finally, his scout goes down. KD 3-0 in favor of Saymyname. I don't know how much Saymyname is going to get out of this, but obviously he's not that far behind. It's been minimal investment into feudal economy, or feudal military. He did get fletching still for his range units. Even stone walls here for Monoz. He's not looking for a boom approach. He's already spent a lot of his wood on the tower. Or sorry, a lot of his stone on the tower. Dropping his second stable to use up some of that wood. Getting armor, foraging, and bloodlines. Yeah. Looks like it's just going to be a plain old cab approach. And defending his fish with the fires over on this side. Additional dock as well. Yeah. Doesn't look like he's thinking of additional TCs anytime soon. Just water control with navy. Controlling the land with some knights. Continuing to use any additional wood to make fires. Behind this, Saymyname also adding additional stable. Yeah, both these players kind of just playing this like almost like a Nomad game. You just have some water control. You're fighting on land. Not really going for that center control super fast. And that archer was probably looking if there was going to be a second stable, if there's going to be any other unit. Sorry, I can't click. What does he see? Yeah, he doesn't really see the back. He doesn't know if his opponent's on stone, if he should expect a castle in the middle anytime soon. So far, this approach for Monoz seems to have paid off. Archers are just running into the corner. Did he see that? No, he didn't see there was a dock here. I was going to say, these archers might be useful still if they get a kill. It's more like he's just trying to pull the knights completely out of position. These scouts might try to run in. They are indeed just trying to run in, create some havoc. They have bloodlines. They're mostly upgraded. That might have been a mistake here. Ooh, tries to go for the trap. Tries to go for the trap. Just kind of traps his knight instead. Scouts are just going to keep running. They don't care. They're being a pain regardless. And meanwhile, Knight's also coming forward here for Saymyname, but he's up. He has camels in defense, as well as a few more archers. Actually getting crossbow as well. Okay, so he's going to play crossbow camel against full knight here for Monoz. I still like Monoz's composition better. Knight plus monks is just so much easier to play. I would think. You just patrol your knights, and then I like how patrolling through this middle area might not actually be as easy as I'm expecting it to be. Patrol your knights, micro your monks. It's neck and neck. Trying to use the hill bonus. That hill actually is benefiting Monoz more because he's making use of it. But yeah, the crossbow numbers aren't that big, and we just have a few camels behind. Monk is on his way out as well, and a town center here to protect. Town centers will not be in range of each other, so the Persian bonus won't come in that regard, but will be helpful if siege shows up as well. We have monks as well. No monk being produced yet for Saymyname, but he does have a monastery ready. Knights are going in for the crossbows, and the monks will be able to heal behind. Trying to just make sure he gets that town center up, I guess, and then he doesn't have to force fights anymore. Might have pulled the knights a little bit too far forward. Camels just went right past. The monk will get sniped by the crossbows. Crossbows are a little bit too far still. And I don't know if monk could get a conversion. Just got pulled back. Not looking as pretty now for Monoz. Saymyname getting the clear up with the crossbows. Monk just getting pulled back completely. And where's the additional knight production? GG! What a match! Obviously, he might have been paying attention to the water as well. I was not paying attention to that. He did not get the fire galley, or war galley tech. Wow, Saymyname playing like a beast here. I'll have to just edit that out. I had the wrong overlay on. But so far, Monoz has brought in the elephant successfully. He brought in the zebra successfully. He is starting to cut through to the outside. And Saymyname has gone forward with the eagle to try to lame, but all the zebra were already pushed in. Trying to lame the berries as well, but Monoz is obviously not going to use the berries for a while because he's going to have a dock as a second fuel age building, and will be pushing, or not pushing, he'll be collecting fish. Monoz actually doesn't see the zebra. Eagle has gone back now to push. Probably didn't need to try to wall in the berries as much as he's doing right now, but it is preventing the pressure that Saymyname's trying. And yeah, Saymyname's worker efficiency quite low. Maybe a little bit higher now that Monoz is trying to engage with this. I guess he doesn't want to lose his house. Is he really going to wall in the villager to hammer down the house? That's so dumb. Villagers can repair faster than villagers can destroy buildings. Oh, and the villager's trapped. We'll have to run away, but the scout's here as well. Does villager have loom? It must, yeah. Villager has loom, but Monoz is doing a very good job of blocking, or fairly good job of blocking. Other villager comes in to try to help and block, and eagle is coming as well. Very tanky eagle. I think Monoz is best just running back home. What's this villager on? Fairly low HP. He's going to take the fight. I think that villager gets away, but of course there's another villager in the process here. And yeah, everyone just goes home. Leaves the villagers as a snipe for another day. Behind this, Monoz's eco is looking a lot spicier, a lot better. Ready to click up. He just needs the second building, right? So now he's through. Ooh, this is delaying him quite a bit. He's trying to go for the dock block, I think. So he wants to build a dock right here. He has the wood for the dock. And villagers just bumping. Okay, they're building. So not up as quickly as he could be, but he's rebalancing his economy now. Doing a good job at it. And second lumber camp? Yeah, second lumber camp. And Saymyname actually clicking up first. Built a mill on the berries. Okay. Not waiting for that dock to come up. There we go. Feudal clicks for both players. Saymyname remembering that there's a zebra all the way in the back of his base too, looks like, and he's going to push that as well. Before the eagle is back on scouting duty to figure out what the follow-up is here for Monoz. The one thing, if you're slower to get through the middle, is your opponent can actually wall you out. But I don't think Monoz expected that to be the case. So he's just gone for the dock block of his own. Could try to send a fire out here and see if his opponent has also dock blocked. It's a bit more of a risky play. You don't know if it's going to pay off. Monoz needing all this food as well because he doesn't have the dock out, producing fish yet. Or now just producing fish. Probably going to want a second dock over here. I imagine that's what that villager is going to be sent to do. And with Fractal, all of this is pretty much constant. The position of almost every single tile, except for maybe the stragglers in the middle, is very standardized. You can see the relics right down the middle. We have additional 2 relics on the outside. And looks like Saymaname's trying to find a Vill pick on those Vills. And behind this has the barracks up, adding the range right on time. Monoz confirms, knows what to expect. With Lithuanians, he could also add scrims of his own. Faster scrims, I should add. But he doesn't have a barracks yet. Just getting loom now, wow. He didn't have loom that whole fight? That's kind of wild. He was doing very well without loom. Taking this fight against the eagle. I don't know if that wins. Alright, finishes it with the Vill. Worth. And yeah, behind this, he's going to have a much better economy since he has the fish out. And the economy here for Saymyname. Yeah, just getting the dock up now. He's really relying on these berries to help maintain that Vill production. It's actually Monoz that has a lot of idle time right now. Wow, actually making skirms as well? And spear? How does he have enough food? I guess he pushed that last zebra as well. They both pushed the last zebra. And good wall off here from Monoz. He got the wall off more or less in time. Even has his berries within the wall. Is there a hole here? No, I don't think there's a hole. I think he has all of his berries accessible. Or maybe he thinks there might be a hole. He's going to wall behind it. And there's the mill. Wow. No fires yet. Just it's a full feudal boom approach. It does have double bit. That's something that Saymyname wasn't able to afford with his approach. But does have the dock now, is building fishing ships. Just the one dock. So yeah, I don't know how much Saymyname can do here. Looks like he's going to be thinking about towers as well. Yep, there we are. And that is right where one of Monoz's stone is, but Monoz also has the stone back here. Not the prettiest mining camp, but one. Okay, sending more villagers to counter tower. He'll be able to get that up successfully. Skirm's spear and eagle might come over here to help the tower out as well. And I think Monoz is thinking of... Oh, you can just fight the tower since it's right along the walls. Obviously, skirms are there to prevent him from just staying there forever. But the skirms are doing very little damage. Saymyname remembers he doesn't have double bit. And villager gets away alive. Saymyname also adding his own walls now. And yeah, both players assuming that their opponent's dock is blocking the access, that they're both walled. Rest collected in favor of Monoz, which makes sense. He had this second dock out earlier. And I think he's going to be up so much earlier than Saymyname. 15 on food versus 9. It's looking good. 12 fish chips versus 4. It's just solid. The approach here is just, yeah, feels very practiced. Saymyname has kind of exhausted all the options there for trying to do more damage. Doesn't have enough stone for another tower. He can force Monoz off of berries. But Monoz behind, he has villagers collecting on gold. He can go back on stone when he needs to. Actually, it seems like he's collected extra stone as well. because he's at 150 after building a tower. And building a barracks behind this wall is being hit. Oh, these are stragglers. I just realized they're Baobab, but I believe they're stragglers. They could be straggler chopped if Saymyname brought a villager forward. That would mean disaster. Like, they're hefty trees. I have 200 on them. But yeah, still stragglers. Fletching now in for Saymyname. So very dangerous army if it gets in. I think... yeah, he's going to have to wall behind this. I'm surprised this barracks actually goes up, though. Okay, now it's the villagers being ranged. Can he bait with one villager and complete with the other? It seems like, yeah, most of the archers are focused on this palisade wall. And he's clicked up as well. Now, we saw last game, he went for the fast castle approach. Didn't pay off. Is it just going to be full knights again? Saymyname, continuing to add fish, now has 2 docks of his own. And this villager is on this outside edge, so it could walk around here if it needed to. Meanwhile, okay, the villager is also on this outside edge, but might be penned in by this fish trap. Not the ideal place to put your fish trap, but obviously good to start building your fish traps now, knowing that later you might be focused on other activities happening. I mean, the time to castle age, though, is going to be so big. I think the difference here is just that Saymyname wasn't able to start fishing at the same time as Monoz in the previous map, and Monoz is through in the back here, so he has access to even more res. What do these villagers do to deal with this, though? I don't know if house walls are going to be enough. There we go. Market wall. That's what's needed. You need something else here, too. You need something else here, too. He's counting on just being in time. I mean, he doesn't really... He needs everyone force dropping all the wood to be able to afford something else. Archers are very close to getting in. He can't think that's enough, right? Archers are in. He has to run out this side. He realizes that. Okay. Walls, walls, walls. It's walled. It's a little bit walled. It's more walled. Okay. It was just a bait. Okay, does lose a villager. So not, you know, a super clean bait. Knights are out, more or less. He's limited on gold right now. He's tapping. He's tapping. The villagers are tapping. They're saying, no, you have to run under the town center. There's no one in the town center, but you have to run under the town center. And the villagers are continuing to run. All he needed to do was just build a little bit more to cover this hole, but I guess he's not playing up to standard. Forgot that there's a little hole. Will's fighting the spears. Knights trying to get in on the archers. EcoKatie 4-0. Are getting guild nets, though, so maybe you could just rely on the fish instead of the villagers. Any weak villagers? One, yeah, very weak. Successfully managed to get away. But 5-0 on what is otherwise an avoidable mess up. Do the knights take out the tower first? I don't know. Yeah, but that tower doesn't cover that much. I don't know why you would think... There's no one in that tower either. If you thought the tower was just going to cover that... Saymayname's in this game still, despite being slower to fish. And has a castle behind. Couldn't be able to castle forward, as he might have preferred. But castle behind, you can produce your unique unit that counters the Lithuanian knights. Lithuanians obviously are going to want to get relics as soon as possible. There's 3 in the middle, as I mentioned, and 1 in the back that Monoz will probably know where it is. Eagle can just run under the town center. Nothing to worry about there. There's the monk. No more eagles being produced, so as long as this knight chases down that eagle, the monks will be safe to collect the relics for now. Monoz really should be producing more monks, I think. Producing more fishing ships and making sure to, yeah, add the fish traps. Monks in defense as well to help push the knights away, and this is just turning into a boomy game. Saymyname is also out to the outside. Actually built his town center out there faster, and yeah, another town center in the back here. I think Monoz is just showing his experience with fish traps, though. He's buying wood to keep dropping fish traps and fishing ships. I like this approach a lot. Full fish boom. I think... late game, it's hard to say whether that Lithuanians or Incas have a better tech tree. I guess when you're out of gold with Incas, it's very tricky because you do need eagles for a lot of situations. Monk's trying to get its second relic in. We have forward siege here and a university for Monoz. He's not trying to fast imp this, is he? Villagers distracting the monks. Conversion's being charged. And Monk is going to get in successfully with the relic. Villager walling behind. Obviously, these guys have extra range. But deciding not to hit beyond the wall. And Villager is being donated, it looks like. She's weak, but she's still a Villager. And the difference of fletching is allowing this tower to shoot at the other tower and not the other way around. Yeah, Monoz actually could click up if he wanted to. He does have some on stone now. I don't know what you make an imp, though. It would just be full monks. I mean, lift monks are great. That's what's funny about, what are these guys called? I can always remember the name. Camioks. The Camioks can actually reach over the wall and take out the knight, I think. Obviously, you might just want to convert the knight instead. And Monoz not making that same mistake. He's walling behind. But it is going to take a while for these Camioks to get through, right? I don't think they have an attack bonus against walls. Maybe I should click on the right wall. I like it. Wait, are the monks around? Almost looked like the monks went around the palisade wall. I thought there was a hole there for a second. So can Monoz hold again against the pressure as he's again going up to the next stage faster than his opponent? I don't see what the follow-up is, though. That's the issue. There's the monastery, or sorry, the castle. I think it's just going to be monks. Trying to collect as much stone as he can. Our villager's here to repair. Ooh, takes a big shot on that Mangonel. Just trying to rely on the Mangonel to clear it, but at least could have garrisoned those villagers. Tower's right there, man. Don't have to put them through all that struggle. Yeah, I mean, monks can deal with Camioks. But it's still an odd build order to me. And Saymyname's is actually not that far behind either. Vilcount's neck and neck. Rest collected is a little bit ahead for Monoz because he has more fishing ships. Actually has more than double the fishing ship numbers. Mangonel micro. I mean, it's not that important at this point since there's walls behind. Monoz has to just make sure not to lose any more bills. And Saymyname's doing a great job of using outposts to check out what's going on. I think Monoz might actually make his own outpost out here. Or is he going to try to find a way to get into that relic? Only has 2 relics at the moment. Imp is in. What do we have? Chemistry and thinking about Bowsaw. I feel like you go monks here. Fletching, okay. I don't know. I don't know if Monoz knows either. Is he gonna try to get the snipe? Or is this just knights patrolling anyways? Okay, he gets it. Monks weren't paying attention. I mean, at least devotion would be a nice tech for these monasteries. He's gonna go into skirms instead, it looks like. Okay. Skirms plus siege isn't the worst situation. And these knights allow him to get some vision over the map. Actually, it forces all the Camioks and monks out of position as well. That's not the fight you want to take, though, with knights. Surprisingly, none of these knights go down. Saymyname's up as well, and switching into crossbows. So a blind counter here for Monoz. He's played the game better than his opponent. He's thinking, okay, he thinks I'm going to go monks with this fast imp. But I'm actually going to go skirms. And he also sees the next castle his opponent's making. Oh, it's hand cannon. Sorry, not even skirms. I was wrong. So maybe these this crossbow switch will actually work out. Hand cannons are not being revealed since there's palisade walls are still there. Of course, say my name. And he pulls back. Do these monks still have conversion pending? Yeah, they do. Fast conversions coming in. Hand cannons trying to snipe the monks. Monk trying to be counter-converted. And yeah, Kamyuk's going down to hand cannons. Now we see the archers coming in. Not really any castle war yet. We do have BBCs being created and that Treb's being pulled back. Monks get sniped. Don't have ballistics in, but monks are slow enough, I guess, of a target. And knights just gonna get thrown away, I guess. Feels like Saymaneme's in control right now with map control. Vil count similar. We're going for a long game by the looks of things. BBC ejected on the wrong side of the siege workshop, gets sniped by the Arbs. Now getting ballistics. Yeah, Incas just have so many counters. But I think in the late game, if we get to a game with no trash, Lithuanians will have a better composition. Arbs getting cannonballs to the face now. The good thing is a lot of the stone and gold is here, so say my name. We'll have access to gold for a while. Could go on full gold comp. All of his units are also costing less food. And Monoz wants room to micro. He's deleting his palisades. What's this cav archer? I think that was a mistake. He's testing for ballistics. Getting ballistics of him. Oh, now, and both players look like they're going into skirms. First Treb out, dealing with the siege workshop. And we're getting armor. Or sorry, not no. Andean Sling just gives no minimum range to skirms, I believe. I don't think it has any other bonuses. Could have monks trying to take out BBC eventually for Incas, because they don't have a great counter to bombard cannons otherwise. And there is Tower Shields, giving the skirmishers extra pierce armor. They have, what, 4+2 right now? And could get 4+4, if I'm not mistaken? 8 pierce armor total. So skirm plus hand cannon. Just solid composition here against the Incas. Like, what are the answers for Incas? Eagles will get countered by hand cannon. And I guess other ones just like Onager. I don't think Incas get Siege Onager. Also affording that in most games is quite expensive. Though I could see in this game it might be a little bit more obtainable. They can also take out this Treb. This Treb's in range, but I'm guessing he doesn't want to give up or leave the bombard cannon to fend on its own, or these Trebs that are coming forward to take out the castle. I think Say My Name's going to have to be a little bit inventive with his unit composition coming out. Both players are getting close to fully pop-capped. Skirmishers are getting fully upgraded first. And yeah, we have the Skirm plus Army trying to take out the Trebs while they have a moment, while the Skirms for Monoz are out of position. But yeah, all the siege is all on one side of the map. 11 fishing ships versus 27. Now just getting horse collar as he's thinking about dropping some farms. Man, that food go is crazy. I really like how Monoz has played this. I was very confused at times, but he's figured out the composition for sure. And he can slowly add cavalry if he wants to try to start raiding, but at the moment he doesn't need it. He just needs to keep his skirm mass up, keep his siege alive and safe. I would say skirms are better. Say My Name realizing he's on a timer and investing into eagles. Maybe Say My Name should have just overrun with eagles earlier. Like there was a timing window there. Maybe didn't play this composition enough to know that the Lithuanians just have the answers here. Treb's moving over to this other castle. This eco is very unprotected. No military here. Once that castle goes down, all of those vills are going to say bye-bye. Forward production here for Monoz. He feels like he's in full control of this game. How are these fish traps? Yeah, this is the difference in fish traps between a player who's really focusing on it, making sure they're all real nice, and a player who's like, yeah, water? What's that? It's like what you do in Feudal Age, right? To like get up to Castle Age and then like, yeah, whatever. I play Nomad. Another castle being built here for Saymyname, buying himself a little bit of time as he gets the eagle techs. More hand cannons being produced. I think Monoz realizes that that is really the only option here. I don't know if you've seen any eagles come forward yet, but that is really the only option for Saymyname to stay in this game. So we're gonna have forward castles to help continue to protect the siege. I mean, how long does Saymyname keep going, right? You're thinking, okay, maybe he's looking for gold here, making most of his barracks up behind. Skirmishers even taking, yeah, both lances and cannonballs. I think if he was Mayans instead of Incas, and he had Purche, which gives you the extra projectile, so you're doing 2 damage instead of 1 damage against all of this pierce armor, he might have a chance to just go full skirms. But he's down in siege as well. And Monoz is doing so good to micro the bombard cannons away. He's finished all his fish traps, so he has nothing else to focus on but the bombard cannons. Monoz pop capped, and Saymyname housed at 150. And more buildings just keep going down. He just keeps going back further and further into his economy. No cavalry yet. Or a few Lightus on the field. Lightus could go try to raid. Is this Treb gonna go scouting? Or maybe take out that town center? The Eagles are here. They're waiting. They're getting their last armor upgrade. Saymyname knows he doesn't have many opportunities. What is... Yeah, Eagles have not been spotted yet, but he does see the barracks. And now the Eagles are out. Lightus. Start attacking the farms. Okay, get pulled back. Hand cannons need to come into play to deal with the Eagles. It's still so hard. Like, the Eagles don't have armor yet. They're getting it now. And of course, the Lightus ignore the armor. And hand cannons are here. They're one-shotting Eagles. The skirms need to micro down all of the hand cannons, one at a time. And skirms here are just kind of getting stuck. But yeah, hand cannons taking out the Eagles, Lightus taking out the Eagles, Lightus taking out the skirmishers as well. Saymyname losing gold units. Monoz losing trash units. I feel like Elite Lightus might not be necessary. You want to keep some gold in the bank to be able to reproduce hand cannons. But yeah, choosing even to build Lightus is just a sign that I'm in control of this map, bud. Maybe the only mistake Monoz is doing is giving his opponent a bit too much time in this mineral-dense resource area. That little geological canyon. But I mean, yeah, it's GG. Well played, Monoz. There we go. Game number 3, Monoz in the blue, playing as the Berbers, going for the Berber strat of going out to this lumber camp area, or this lumbered area on the mountain, to build a town center, using the faster villager speed to bring back Hunt as he needs. Meanwhile, our Mongol player just starting right where he starts, and yeah, building the town center around... How many rhinos do we have here? 4 rhinos? And what is that? 4 packs of ostriches? Using the sheep to scout for the rhino. Villager going out here, I guess, to build a dock as well. And so villagers will take the sheep and then also use the stragglers around to get those first 2 fishing ships out. And yeah, Monoz also going out for the dock. We saw... Who was it? Someone going for the Berber play and not going for the dock as well. It wasn't Deeker. Who did I just cast? Deeker, Guki. I can't remember who else. What's up, Benji? Someone did it with Berbers, right? And they were up against Somalians. Was that Deeker? No. I don't remember anymore. Who won Deeker Gookie? Deeker won 3-1. That was played last night, I think, after I went to bed, so I recast it this morning. So it should be in the VOD. Game 1 was interesting. The other games, Deeker felt very much in control. On Socotra, he just felt really way more at home. Ended up with so many towers in Gookie's base. Then we had... Spyro was last game. What was after that? Oh, Land Madness. He had a really solid strat with Saracens, a great build order in Feudal Age. And then it was a repeat in the last game on Spiral. He played Cumans, just had a wonderful start. And Gookie was kind of left unsure and didn't have the best follow-up. Tried to go for pressure and it didn't really work out. Kimmel here to help make sure these Berber villagers get in safely. Berber villagers are fast, but not as fast as the rhinos, so Camel can be used to block a little bit. Which is indeed what Monoz is doing. Taking a few hits. But yeah, we'll make it back safely, it looks like. Both players, similar fishing ship counts. Monoz a little bit ahead. And I like this Berber strat. Those villagers missed those arrows? I feel like the arrows should have killed that rhino in just one hit. Maybe not. Lumber camp up here for Saymyname. Bringing in rhinos as well. Res collected. Yeah, ahead by our Mongol player just because of how quickly they collect hunt. The tragedy would be if he accidentally killed the hunt with the TC, but so far it looks like he's brought in most of his rhinos successfully. Has one left out here and can also start milling as well. But the reason he still goes out for the dock is just because it's two buildings that can provide economic units. You get more units out in the field that can collect resources than if you just had the town center. Another boar coming out. And yeah, one more left behind, or left in the starting area for Monoz to take afterwards. So he's making sure he has plenty under his town center, even leaving some to rot behind. I expect both of these players would go for some feudal approach. Saymyname housed. Might have tried to build an additional dock, and that'll let him know that he was housed. And building some houses to start house walling. I imagine he's going to house wall from the town center towards the wood line. Once you get up into the mountainous area, it's a little bit easier to wall off. Both players have gold and stone towards the back of their respective areas. This lumber camp seems good, but it also kind of limits access from Monoz's gold and stone. That won't be an issue, I guess, once he cuts through a little bit. And he's starting to wall off already. 4 fishing ships versus 3. Monoz still hasn't gotten up. This might be a fast castle approach. And he's just using the fish to advance. Wait. Oh, he was scouting for more fishing ships. I was like, why is this fish all idle? And he hasn't retasked them to the fish yet. What is he focusing on? Okay, villagers going forward to build hunt. Now sees that. Okay. These guys weren't idle for too long. Only 27% efficiency, though. Is that normal for fishing ships? Is that last minute? No, these are so much more efficient. That's kind of wild. They must have been sitting there for a while. And now going up to Feudal Age. It doesn't seem like a fast castle. I think you can fast castle on this map. But yeah, it's just later than Mongols. I guess it makes sense. Mongols can get up so quickly, bringing in all that food. And Monoz got himself a good wall off. Didn't actually take in that last rhino. He sees it, right? Yeah. Oh, he doesn't see it. He must know. Or I guess you lose count. Oh, villager will scout. That was always the plan. Don't fight water. Villager comes back, takes the last rhino. Duh. Is she going to move left or right? Don't tell me she goes around the rhino. Okay, she sees it. She sees it. And now with Loom, she doesn't have the camel to help her. She just needs to make sure she takes the rhino. Oh, villager. He has so many different things to focus on as he makes this transition to Feudal Age. Gets it. Oh, I forgot to switch colors, by the way. Apologies. Monoz was in red. Saymyname was in blue. Camel being chased away. And it's an archer approach for Saymyname. When you have such a long distance between players. Questionable. I mean, he did have success with the archers in game 1, where his opponent was going fast castle. Wow, Monoz is going fast castle again. Man just loves fast castles. He got this one a little bit wrong, though. Okay, he has the wood now. I was going to say he had a bit too much on food under the town center. And not enough on wood. And he does, yeah, have a very well protected base. I don't think Saymyname will be too far behind because he can collect so much food with Mongols. And he'll be happy to have that water control. I wonder if Monoz will make one additional unit on water once he gets up to Castle Age. Just snipe his opponent's fish. Monoz talks to his therapist about feudal age. I can believe it. And Saymyname gets a first-hand understanding of where the town center is. And Monoz even sees that he has a hole back here and makes sure to block it. Having units come in behind there would have been dreadful. And archers probably just going to go back home now. So it feels weird about going archers on a map with such a long distance between players. Saymyname bringing in his last Rhino. This is what I was expecting. He's not going to be that far behind getting up to Castle Age. Have some semblance of map control. I don't know how much it's going to be. What's going to be the follow-up here for Monoz? Is he just going to boom first and then make counter units? Could make Genitor when he gets up. Force the Mongol player into, I don't know, Step Lancer, Knights, Camels. Mongols have a lot of mobile units to work with. And we do have a fire out here, as Saymayname's planning to make more units. I feel like you block the fires with the fishing ships, and your own fire goes forward to snipe fish. But instead, Monoz has just sent everyone over to the middle of the water. Okay, he's noticing more. Does he try to block it all? He's just running. Okay. I don't think you can get a snipe before the other fires take you out. Fire... I mean, I guess it's buying him fish time? To continue fishing? Meanwhile, it's just a boom approach for now. Maybe a siege workshop in addition. Oh, just 3 town centers. You're like, okay, archers can't range me. I think this is inviting... I don't know, maybe he's thinking he's way ahead to get to Castle Age. But I feel like this is inviting a castle drop very far forward. I don't know how good Saymyname's military control is. Maybe he can micro Mangudai as well as, say, a hamster like Hera can do. Looks like he's deciding to fight on water. Okay. 3 fires versus 3 fires. I think he's ahead. If he takes a good fight. It's pretty even. It is pretty even. And Saymyname's pulling back the fires. He has more time to focus. Archer's going down. I don't think there was any... yeah, Eco Katie, I think, is just fishing ships. And Saymyname did a better job microing the weak fire behind. And Monoz can give up his ambitions on water. Might just pull the fires out of position in case he needs to get back on water later. And behind, Monoz booming. And this is what I was worried about. Villagers come forward, drop a siege workshop. There it goes. And we could have Ford Castle behind this as a follow-up. Saymyname is kind of limited on wood. It's the only downside. But still has more res collected. Yeah, by a long shot. That's the power of Mongols. Fire stayed alive. Wow. Fire could actually snipe fish later. Interesting. Outpost forward. Mangonel on the way. Villagers collecting wood behind. And even a cav archer out just to check what's going on. Maybe we can check down here where there's more golds and stones to see if Monoz has escaped at all with any villagers to continue booming. Is this? No, that's not open. I thought the top might be open. I think Monoz needs to switch over to stone real soon if he wants any chance of competing here. You would think, oh, Berbers are a great matchup for Mongols. because they can make Camo Archer. But once you start adding Siege Ram and all the fast-working Siege for Mongols into the equation, or not, fast-moving Siege, not fast-working Siege, then Berbers get into some hot water.
Nice going.
Azul.
Monoz is, yeah, getting up to match the numbers here. Saymyname waited for 2 mangonels before attacking. He's thinking, oh, Saymaneme's just booming behind. He has the water. It's just going to be a boom game towards late game. Nope. We've seen Saymyname likes to be aggressive. He's not just leaving things to chance. He's working on his micro. First villager goes down. Following villagers will need to escape to the safety of the town center. And we have a stable. I like stable, actually. Yeah, stable rather than trying to go for the castle. Do we have monastery? I mean, monastery could be a follow-up, but the only vision that Saymyname has is at this top side. So might pressure this town center for a little bit, but now we have a siege in defense by Monoz, and he's kind of matched the timing here. Not much room for cavalry archers to micro around. They realize we are stuck. We are running. We're not staying. We're running. Mangonels are making more space for themselves to micro within. We got some... Okay, they're fighting on the farm. I was like, is that an attack ground? And a rain... Or sorry, stable for Monoz as well. Monoz... Or sorry, for Saymyname as well. Monoz keeping his knights garrisoned in the stable for now and adding a second stable. So villa production is going on the back foot now. He's at more than 6 minutes idle time. He's staying on the high ground to try to take a good fight. Somehow doesn't get HP down to those cav archers. It looked like he landed a perfect shot. Again, needs to take high ground. Mangonel just being set forward. Dodges under. Farm hit. Still stays alive. Monoz doing a good job here defending. Mangonel goes down. Another Mangonel. Ooh, Monoz 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Let's go. Well done. And cavalry aren't even needed. Cavalry could go in and try to take out these villagers that are just chilling now that they've exhausted the hunt. That is one good thing about Saymaneme's aggression is he's bought himself time to take all the hunt. But Monoz has gotten away with very little effort in covering this. It looks like knights might come in from around backside, or they might just go counter. Villagers don't know what they want to do. They keep getting ejected from the town center. Like, what do you want from me? And this Mangonel's running out for now. Knights have no upgrades whatsoever, I don't think. I don't think they even have husbandry. 1.35. Is that husbandry? Or is husbandry 1.45? Can't remember. And yeah, Saymyname has no idea this is coming for him. Both players are playing as if the top is all that matters. Saymyname building a house. Will he get there in time? I'm not sure he will. Nope, doesn't get there in time. Bloodlines is about to be in, no armor, so he can't really dive under these town centers that much. Sees the town center and does get a kill. Town center up here for Saymyname. He's very comfortable here. But will Saymyname recognize that he needs to keep Mangonel microing? He might. It looks like Monoz is doing a better job, though. Monoz dodges, gets it. It's just the only thing is Monoz can't see that town center there. Knights continue raiding. They have 2 kills to their name. And villagers being sent one way or the other. I think he wants the town center down there as well, but... yeah, he's just up... Yeah, he has just enough resources for that. It's just turning into a cavalry game. And from what we saw, Saymyname isn't going to fish boom all that much. He was able to explore a lot of the fishing spots as he was chasing Monoz's fire galley earlier. But I think, yeah, he's not going to invest too much more into that, like fish traps. But yeah, 3-0 Mango Micro, as Jomanal puts out, is pretty solid. And I like the rewall behind to make sure that Mangonel stays safe in defense. 2 more Mangonels in queue for Saymyname, but he might have too many things to focus on right now. He knows his Mangonel Micro isn't up to stuff. So he's just going to wait for the aggression to stop in his own base before he goes out. The other thing I'd like to see from Monoz, if he can get around to collecting some of that stone, is to expand, man. He's out of farm space. He needs to expand. Get down here. Get down, back down to the prairie. And now he's expanding. Has some cavalry, I guess, to help. I forget who we were playing. It was Stone Please versus... I can't remember who the other player was. But someone just kept sending vills out here to build town centers. And they kept getting found because there was no military support. And it was someone who would just try to boom into the game. Full boom approach, kind of what Monoz is doing. This town center is so interesting up here. It might really work out because Saymyname will have the stone for castle, it seems, before Monoz will. And he'll just drop it right in the high ground, which is exactly where you want it. Mongols, cavalry archers have Botkin, and there's second armor now coming in for Monoz. So he can take some fights, especially if Saymaneme's not focusing on his cavalry. Camel's just been chilling here. It almost seems like both players have kind of forgotten about it. It's just one of those items that's on the map as decoration. Now the mangonels come out, now that they know the cavalry are not an issue anymore. Going up to the high ground to fire down at vills. It's that same farm, man. Monoz just doesn't have the room to farm, so he's farming very close to the enemy. Mangonel's getting a little bit too close, though. And what is this house? He's just housed. Okay. Building houses where he's paying attention. Camels are going to try to come in for the snipe, but against that many camel archers, you just throw them away. Yeah. Pulls it back. And now he sees the town center that's there as well. And he sends a lot of vills to stone, but that's the issue. You're on stone a little bit too late. And both players have town centers now by this water area. Monoz trying to rebuild. Did send that fire back, I guess, or maybe it was found out. But trying to rebuild Navy in some way, some manner. But now it's the micro. The villager got a wall off here, but cavalry archers and mangonels are both sitting in the same spot. Saymyname finally gets a kill with a mangonel. But now, will this castle go up? Is this a doubt castle? Where'd all the cavalry go for Saymyname? I'm gonna have to rewind. Didn't Saymyname have way more cavalry? And villagers are thinking of going forward now? And dropping their own castle? Is there room? There is room. No, mangonel, you can't go there, bud. Outposts are clutch. Not really. Not if the mangonel micro is on point for Monoz. Camels have just enough space to try to start attacking. And yeah, cavalry archers are also being taken out as more and more camels are being produced. Camels are even chasing the cavalry archers as they come forward. These villagers are toast. I mean, maybe you can try to distract the castle fire and try to get this castle up, but that'd be asking a lot. Saymyname might just be trying to build another castle back here, yeah, and get up to Imp and finish that castle later. Nope, he deletes it. Okay. Do cavalry archers have husbandry? They do not. They don't even have bloodlines. Okay, so they've been kind of weak. Maybe that's why Monoz won that fight originally. Alright, I'm going to rewind to the start of that fight because I missed it. A little bit further back. Wonderful part of Capture Age Pro. Okay, we saw the two camels go in. And how many knights do we have here? If I can double click. It looks like we have 3 knights and a camel. But I guess if they don't have bloodlines and they have no upgrades, they have the first armor. They just go in too deep. They go in for the mangonels. And they just get surrounded, absolutely surrounded by camels. And they don't get that one mangonel. Okay. And then after that, we saw the mangonels just kind of get stuck. Finally get a trade, but mangonels just go down. And the remaining mangonel gets to take out villagers. There's just too many camels here. And there was an entryway for the additional camels to get around. So yeah, castle behind, now getting bloodlines. Neither player, I guess, yeah, Saymaneme's much closer to get up, just because it feels like Monoz hasn't had room to drop farms. So this pressure still has had value here for Saymyname. Monoz trying to take water control back, thinking his opponent might be fish booming. He's not. The fish mean very little to him. Camel Archers coming out now. Camel Archers can do a lot of damage, especially against the Mangudai. Camels are trying to get in. Knights are trying to get in. Do a bit more damage. Town Center has been replaced by Saymyname, knowing that one that's forward isn't very functional. And there's the M-click. Monoz making villagers out of 4 TCs. Oh, there's the camel. It actually is being used. What am I missing? Oh, knights are under this town center as well. Wow. Monoz is fully taking back map control with cheaper Berber cavalry. Camel Archers kind of going right under the castle, but we have no ballistics yet. I wonder if Saymyname realizes that. He can just block up that choke and be rewarded. Monoz feeling very comfortable, I think, with his position until he sees that his opponent is already up to Imperial Age. I wonder where the trebs... I guess the trebs get placed right here underneath this town center. And if Saymyname thinks about it, he can re-wall this choke point to make sure these trebs don't get sniped whatsoever. So I don't know if he's the type of player to think about that. Knights and Camel Archers trying to get in, trying to get value. Plenty of villagers being sent by Saymyname to re-wall behind. Camel Archers don't even get fletching yet. Now get fletching now that Imp-Click is in. Cavalry Archers are far more upgraded. Man, these palisade walls are tanky. I guess these cavalry aren't really well upgraded either. They just have forging. And once Saymyname realizes, he'll pull them back. Yeah, there we go. And is winning back the water with 2 docks. This fire is just patrolling to nowhere. And fires are being spread out. Another forward castle. This is what's tricky. Camel Archer production is going to be very limited very soon. Because Monoz, yeah. I mean, he has plenty of stone back there. He has some stone down here that he can collect. I don't know. I mean, we have definitely a game ahead of us. I don't think completely taking out this castle ends the game. Military control is still, I would say, in the hands of Monoz. Villagers expanding out here. Are they thinking of a castle down here? Or just being able to collect more resources down there? Bracer in, ballistics coming for the Mangudai. Can still take out a Camel Archer fairly quickly. Especially those that have no armor whatsoever. Mangudai thinking of going in over here. Towards the back of the economy. Yeah, they're going to make their own way in there. And we have a castle fight. Obviously beneficial for the player who's already up to Imp and can already make trebs once it gets up there. But will the castle go up? Knights... it's just... The timing wasn't there. The army wasn't there to support. Could have absolutely denied this castle from going up. Monoz having trouble focusing on so many different areas at once. 2 trebs fighting on similar elevation as the castle, so we aren't going to be doing extra damage. Castle gets denied. Not looking good for Monoz. Just didn't have his cavalry in place at time. He's going to be kicking himself for that one. And is this double university? It is double university. Needs to get all the techs. Ballistics and chemistry. Castle and defense as well for Saymyname. He looks like he's in full control of this game. Knights and Camels have been ineffective in trying to get in so far. Monoz adding more camels. And trying to get the castle up. Trying to get the castle to focus on some villagers while the rest get it up. It's at 99%. It's up. I guess forcing Saymyname also off gold as well. And a second castle for now to make Camel Archers out of it. But he's just focusing on the camels. Knowing that investing in Camel Archers might not actually get him that much. Where's this treb going? Going the long way around to try to treb the castle. Maybe from the low ground. I think this treb is actually... Or this castle gets high ground bonus. I don't know about that treb location though. And Mangudai can absolutely snipe it as well. Monoz still has the advantage in terms of military count. But we can see Saymyname getting siege engineers to bust through the remaining buildings. Castle goes down. I feel like camo archers need to just sit here if they want to protect this Treb. Is chemistry in yet for Monoz? Saw him make the... okay, he did get chemistry. He doesn't have ballistics yet. That's what I was saying. Mengadai, if they can path through the Treb... Yeah, they're just going to snipe this. And there's no protection here for Monoz's economy. It's housed at 180. Saymayname's just about pop capped. Mengadai and Im. Tell me any unit you'd rather face. Camos are here to snipe the Trebs down here. So maybe there will still be a Trebuchet alive. Or a castle alive. Is this... Okay, friendly Trebuchet being sent forward accidentally. Being repaired and sent underneath the castle. And the castle has gone down for Monoz because the camels just can't kill the Treb. Is it being repaired? It must be getting repaired. Monoz also sending his villagers out here. It's just all falling apart. Mengadai just sitting underneath his economy. The villagers trying to start farming around here. You can see just farms just being dropped wherever. Elite Mengadai coming in. Does have heavy camel. He's thinking, okay, if I just trap the Mengadai with heavy camel, and it's now getting ballistics. He can still make Genitor, right? He still has 120 vills. And he's indeed making Genitor. Mongols without gold aren't the best civilization. I think Berbers might be slightly better. I don't know, they're probably about the same. Yeah, all of this farmland had to be evacuated, so Monoz is definitely on the back foot for a little while. I guess Monoz could take out this castle with cannon galleons if he wanted to, since Saymyname has seemed allergic to water. Mengadai coming at him from both directions. Is that Elite Genitor? Yeah, Elite Genitor coming in now. Doesn't have armor on them yet. Probably needs to remake a blacksmith very soon. And this one fire is still here being a pest. Other fires have been set in. Villagers just dying left and right. Down to 89 vills. I know people say you can keep playing if you have more than 89 vills, but he doesn't. Does he even have husbandry? These guys are running really slowly. He does have husbandry. And Trebs get pulled back in time. Mengadai taking out Genitors, and he calls the GG with the supposed counter-civ. Saymyname seemed to be in control, and I don't really agree with Monoz's decision to just boom behind with very limited vision. At least send out a Vill with some outposts, man. I guess you need the stone for the TCs. I don't know. Just felt way too defensive. And we will go into game 4. They are live. We just have the Spectolite to wait for. There we go. Into game number 4 between Saymyname and Monoz. Saymyname, it's game point for him. He's playing as the Italians, which seem to be the clear favorite. Somewhat of a clear favorite after Saymyname banned all of the other water civilizations, so to speak. He banned Japanese, Dravidians, and... no, he didn't ban Armenians. That was left to Monoz to ban. What is it? Japanese, Dravidians... What am I missing here? I forget what the last ban was. But anyways, Monoz is left with Byzantines, which are still excellent and have been played a few times on this map before. Players now decide whether they want to go for a fast castle or fast feudal approach. And it looks like Monoz is going for the fast castle. You can see how many villagers he has on wood. He's trying to get many, many fishing ships out and then build additional docks in Dark Age. There's limited food on land for the both players. So that oftentimes is the better approach. And Saymyname actually looks like he might be going for... I don't know, he has 2 on fish, but he also has a lot on wood. So this might be a fast castle for both players. Both players started with 4 deer that they pushed in to the town center before we got into the game. And now they're just collecting the sheep and going out for additional lumber camps, or no, additional dock. Looks like 2 villagers going out for that dock. Oh no, it is a new lumber camp, okay. And this one on the dock, maybe? No, just second lumber camp for now. I think most of the build orders I've seen have stuck on 1 lumber camp until they've gotten the second dock going. So a little bit of a change here. yeah, fast castle for both players. Not much to talk about here yet. We can, I guess, look at the middle of the map. One skinny end, one big end. Kind of looks like a bone. Or a really disfigured weight. A chicken leg, you might say. I'm not the expert on chicken legs, though. My vegan cooking streams of medieval fare don't often feature chicken legs. Lumber camp, kind of inefficient. For Saymyname, getting a little bit better. Best collected, neck and neck. No second dock yet for Saymyname. Is this one of his home maps? I'm gonna switch back real quick. No, Monoz's home map, and the other save that was banned was Malay, right? Okay. There's second dock, and yeah, Saymyname is up, so it is going to be more of a fast feudal approach. Through score, both players can see when the opponent goes up. So Monoz could adjust the build order if we so choose to. Typically, if you're going fast feudal, you're going to go for some sort of galley approach, probably out of 2 docks. Try to snipe a few fish with galleys, and then move on to adding more fish behind for yourself. And yeah, I feel like this might go to game 5. I don't know how, given what we've seen so far with Saymyname on water, I don't know how adept he feels. Though I guess he did play, technically, El Dorado is a hybrid map, and he was playing successfully there. He got War Galley in time. I mean, obviously these are very skilled players. Saying they're not adept on hybrid maps just doesn't mean they wouldn't absolutely destroy me. 1600 versus 2K4, when I say not adept on hybrid maps, I mean maybe not the level of their peers at their same skill level. But you can see the advantage here of staying in Dark Age a little bit longer, adding those extra docks, adding a third one behind, making sure to add a mill so you can make a market once it gets up, and yeah. Fast castle looks pretty smooth for Monoz, like he's practiced it almost. Just has a little bit of inefficiency here with the villagers pathing on the wrong side of the gold. But not too much of an issue. They'll straighten themselves out now that they're on the other side. There we go. And villager even being sent to the gold from the berries as well. Might not have the wood. Once he gets up, he'll have to force drop. This extra dock might have been a little bit... No, he would have practiced this, yeah. I was going to say that extra dock might be a little bit too early. Where's this villager going? Is he going to the far side of the wood line? Oh, he's going to transport over. Okay. Where's the mill? Or, I mean, where's the market? Is he building in the middle? What am I missing? He had... Oh, he's adding fires now. Okay. Wait, this wasn't... What? How did Saymyname get up to feudal? I guess that's the power of the Italians. That really looked to me like it was a fast feudal build. Yeah, you would have had wood if you didn't build a transport, indeed. That's kind of crazy. I mean, Saymyname is going to be down in res collected because he didn't add the extra fishing chips. Will this faster time actually give him a lot, though? Down 9 units between fishing ships and villagers versus your opponent. I guess it really shows that he doesn't like to fight water. He just wants to get to the middle, take map control, and that's done. And Monoz is kind of delayed here. Market in the middle. Also getting housed again. I mean, he didn't get housed the first time, but he's definitely housed now. And now he clicks behind loom. There he goes. And, okay. Deciding to build a dock in this choke point, I guess. I think he's going to be doing fires later. He knows he's up late, so he can't really stick around here. Market in the middle might be a target for Saymyname, but it also does give you vision, which, you know, with Byzantines, you're getting plenty of it. I think Monoz is just going to sit right behind this dock and try to take the fight. Okay. Saymyname realizes that. Monoz is just going to track the fires as they come across. Scouts are doing scouting things. Saymyname doing a good job. Just stand ground. Trying to find a way in. But yeah, it's pretty small chokes here. Especially with Byzantines. You track everything. Absolute satellite dishes on the back of these ships. Fire ships in. Fire galley is going to take a while still for Monoz. But they can still take this fight. Especially with how weak some of these fires are. They're going to pull them back. Any demos yet? No, just more fires waiting behind. And Monoz now is the one to pull back. Villagers might be turned around. Yep. Turned around to do some repairs. Might block with some other fires. It's very hard to take this fight. Very, very hard. Villagers can't get to the ship. They want to repair. Another very weak fire in front. And Saymaname's like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this repair mechanic nonsense. I'll just go back. That's fine, dude. TC in the middle. I have map control. Water's over. We don't care about water anymore. And then I was like, no, water's not over. I'm getting water galley upgrade. I'm going to find a place for my own town center. Monoz a scout. It's a little bit idle, but yeah, he sees everything with this market in the middle. Market in the middle was actually really nice. And he's going to make a monastery in range of the water, interestingly enough. I guess he can jump back into the town center if he needs to. Scout, I'm guessing, is going to be brought over here by this fire, so we can take a 2v1. Yeah. I think like a 2k4. Pro caster over here. And there we go. What does Saymyname see? He saw that the monastery was starting to be built, but he didn't see the siege workshop. He will see it now. There we go.
Salve.
Villager, meanwhile, looking to make an extra dock demo in the choke point. And they're just both, a lot of the time on, what's this called? Migration. You just send ships forward as you produce them. But they're both going for a more defensive approach and making sure they don't make any misplays in the middle. We'll see. Maybe Monoz will send the ships forward when he's ready to add siege in. So that Saymyname has bad reactions. Saymyname, yeah, just choosing to invest in water still. Sending the demo forward, actually. Demo, good connection. Solid connection. Monoz sending one of his own. He's like, okay, we both can play this game. And with this patrol, fires are being set forward. Oh, they're trying to be split. I'd say decent demo still. The one demo forward is kind of funny. And there we go. Looks like it'll be scouts in defense here for Saymyname. Food on vills and scouts. Getting light cavalry even. And then wood and gold on ships. Sticking with 6 fishing ships, so that's advantage to Monoz. And Monoz building his town center over here. Doesn't want to be in some awkward situation where if he loses one position, he loses all control of the middle. Demo just being traded 1 for 1. And, I mean, advantage to Monoz here. Because he has more fishing ships alive. And now he's ready for the demos, it feels like. He has learned. Fire being sent around as well to snipe. Yeah, Monoz just feels far more comfortable here than Saymyname does. Saymyname, yeah, continuing to build light cav. What do we have here? 2 monks and a mangonel. Does feel like we could have some cheaper Byzantine spears as well. And there it is, the barracks. Actually, having monks being able to jump back into the transport ship is quite nice too. He hasn't been able to confirm the siege workshop. I doubt the market doesn't have that much vision. And Saymyname pulling back his military to where his fish are. That's really all he's worried about controlling right now. Fire v fire. Byzantine fire wins. Does Byzantine fire win this one too? It's neck and neck. Look at this health bar at the bottom. But it looks like it just edges it out. If I was Monoz, I might think about adding more fishing ships behind this. Or more docks. Like, you add some docks here. He's adding docks. We think exactly alike. Demo, big demo. Big demo. But looks like water control is in Monoz's favor here. More fires coming in. Another demo. Demo goes for the fish and the transport. Boom. And this weak fire is there to finish it off. Monoz says water control. Is he producing more? He's not really producing more behind. And Saymyname does. So, okay, it's not really full water control. I might have missed something in the middle. Barracks looks like it was deleted. And Monk is trying to hide. trying to hide. You can kind of hide behind the fires. Barracks is being remade now. We have a demo here protecting the fish to some extent. And now producing more fires. Scouts wrapping around, trying to find some access. Both players, actually, less idle TC time than I was expecting. Monk. I need a monk. I need some defensive area to hide in. I think the fire's enough there. It's holding. And Monk deciding to come back towards the villagers that can wall the Monk in. And the siege is just staying here, and it might be too late. Monoz should see that with the market. You'll see that the castle goes up. Both players building castle foundation for similar times. There's just no defense here for Monoz. He's going to let... What? He doesn't go in? I guess there's 2 spears there. And you might as well eject your units now, right? You have stuff. Okay, there we go. He's waiting for the mangonels to get in range. It's like a snake just waiting. 1 for 1, or 2 for 1. And the scorpions are just being left behind. I guess they'll be useful against any Genoese crossbowmen that come out. Fires come across, and what Monoz really feels comfortable. Escorting units across. I think these are just monks that were sent back home for a moment. Not quite the right music for this point in the game, but we'll allow it. Now who's going to be up to imp first? Definitely Monoz. That's where the Byzantines shine. I guess the Italians too, but Monoz's extra fishing ships definitely helping out here. What's the alternative for Saymyname? I mean, he can click up fairly soon as well. He can get chemistry cheaper, and his bombard cannons are cheaper. So still chances. I don't think these fire ships are getting out alive. That demo ship realizes. Boom! And what do we have left? Any fishing ships? 0 fishing ships left for Saymyname. Ship for Monoz, or the fishing ships for Monoz are kind of finding their way around. Look like they've been sniped a little bit too. Scouts are being kept out of this choke point by the spears. Looks like they're being brought back to the castle. Monoz might not notice that. Ugh, that's ugly. That's ugly. Oh, it does notice in time. It only takes a little bit of hits on the spears. Monastery position's a little awkward. Based off of, yeah, where he's built up his base behind. And Monk will get the relic in time? Yeah, okay. Spears definitely want to hang out by the Treb. Keep it protected. Meanwhile, Saymyname has a nice farming economy back at home. And the other side, you can see who has all the fish. 0 farms over here for Monoz. Villagers have collected about 1,000 more resources for Monoz, having the fishing ship accessible as well. He's getting chemistry as well. He has the siege workshop already from earlier. Oh yeah, and I didn't even think about the Dromons. Yeah, having full water control. You're just absolutely taking out your opponent. Castle rangeable from the water. And you can tell Saymyname, based off the draft, did not want to have to deal with this at all. But I was like, okay, what else can he do? Maybe just overrun me with Cav? But he's going for a second range. He's thinking maybe just skirms to, in addition. Castle goes down. What does Saymyname do in this position? He's adding another transport ship. Gonna try to get Vills across, maybe? He could try to reboom back here. Evacuate villagers. And he calls it GG. We have a game. Who is going to make it up to gold? And who is going to be stuck in silver and get the $100 consolation prize? What's the APM look like? Pretty similar. Pretty similar. It's just that Monoz took better fights on water. The build orders were interesting. I feel like I hadn't seen that Italian build order before. And that and Monoz obviously keeping his fish alive. GG's. Alright, game 5 is not... The lobby's not up yet? Nope, lobby's not up yet. Okay. This fire was looping around, getting some good kills, and hiding afterwards, it felt like. But I wonder how much... I wish there was a way of knowing how much food this fishing ship collected over time. Or like the difference the fishing ships amounted to. I don't know. Monoz seems so much more comfortable here than Saymyname. Game number 5 to decide who goes in to Gold League, who gets a $100 consolation prize. Saymyname is going to be back in the blue, and Monoz in the red, playing as the Huns. Saymyname as the Magyars. Positions are just about directly opposite of each other. Looks like berries and gold kind of forward here for Monoz, and for Saymyname, much safer in the back here. He has 2 boars in the back. I don't think we'll see any laming, yeah. Looks like both players' boars are in the back. I guess this other gold, that's only a 3-tile gold for Monoz, is a little bit nicer. But yeah, both players just off to a smooth start. Make sure I'm caught up to live time. I think so. Saymyname scouting very far with all of his herdables, his sheep. Seeing everything that he can see. Doesn't need the sheep anywhere near the town center at the moment. Just pushing deer. Going up to that lumber camp. Alright, predictions. How is this match going to turn out? I'm going to say that Saymyname is going to get a little bit greedy. And he's just going to stick on scouts. He's not going to add cav archers or archers into the mid game. He's going to wall up because he has the resources in the back. Monoz is going to go for an extended feudal age with scouts and archers. Going to do a little bit of damage. Isn't going to get in throughout any of the walls, but maybe kills a few villas that are repairing behind or building behind. And then he's going to lose 5 villas to the early Castle Age pressure from Saymyname. And then it's just going to turn into a cavalry archer war with an undecided winner. That's my prediction. I think it's a very safe prediction. Additional deer being pushed by Saymyname and Monoz. So far, been pretty standard setup. Standard Arabia res as well. It's just that the gold and the stones are spread out. Saymyname. Okay, it doesn't look like he's going to wall as far forward as I thought. But here we see the Magyar house walls coming into play. Looks like he's going to be slowly walling to this wood line. Helping protect that. And yeah, he has actually a pretty easy wall off, I feel like. The wood lines are all in spots that kind of benefit him. This side, this top side for Monoz is very open. And Monoz Saymyname has pushed in all of his deer by the looks of it. And Monoz as well. They're on top of it. Monoz sees his sheep back there. Yeah, sees his sheep back there. Goes back to pick them up before he scouts forward. And I'm guessing this was a sheep track that made this big trajectory around the map. Such similar builds. Best collected, very, very similar as well. Guessing 1 lumber camp for both. Yeah. Saymyname looping around to find where his opponent might be. And Monoz just gonna go straight out. Straight across, maybe. Or is he gonna loop as well? There's not like any clear indication on this map where your opponent is, right? Like, I guess if you get close to these ruins and the relics, you might know, okay, that's not where my opponent is. But there's extra little tiles of stone and gold kind of everywhere. He sees the stone. And he sees the houses. And he sees the sheep. Okay, safe. No hits taken. Sees the barracks. Knows where the woodline probably is. Getting an idea. Same thing with Saymyname. So far, Exactly the same. The meta's been found out on this map. We're not going to find any major discoveries in this game.
Again?
Scout, maybe looking for the stable? You would think the stable might be placed in front of the berries. Makes sense for me to protect that. Engages against the villager, trades some HP. It is a Magyar scout, so something to be feared. In the town center, there's probably legends and stories of what Magyar scouts have done in the past. Some of them true, some of them not. Villagers walling up small walls around the lumber camp. And spear to keep the Magyar scout going along its way. Actually, big walls here for Saymyname, which was kind of what we were expecting. Mostly walling to the town center. Did he get housed? No. It might, yeah, he might get housed for a moment. But did notice in time. Not full walled, or full house, which is what you want to avoid. And the berries being very close to the town center is helpful for Monoz, even if they are very close. Or even if they are very far forward. There's some redeeming qualities to them. I guess berries are very close for town center for both players. And scouts looping around here for Monoz, but might not find much. Might, yeah, find full walls by the time they arrive. Could always dive under the town center. And that's exactly what he's doing. Just a little loop around. Reaction, Saymyname, quick walls, and one more. Could trap him in. Okay, Monoz recognizes the threat. Keeps moving. Quick walls on the berries. There's no other lumber camp, no other resources here. Keeps going on his way. Scouts are being brought back to deal with the threat. And so far, we don't see any range from either player. Oh, we do see one. There we go. Monoz just loops around. Keeps Saymyname guessing to where the scouts are. Saymyname might feel like he has to stay at home for the moment. He does have spears back here to help support. And scouts might go forward again. Doesn't know about the range being produced. I feel like Monoz might have the momentum right now. But yeah, these Magyar scouts, still very scary. The more they increase in number, the scarier they get. Villagers found their way to gold successfully without any hazards. And now scouts might try to snipe the spear. Spear gets maybe 2 hits. And now these villagers have to be very careful. Stay very close to the town center. Thinks about taking that fight. Thinks not. Villagers like, you know what? We're just going to build farms. That's cool. Until we can get more spearmen over there to support. Still doesn't see the range. Sees it now, or at least sees the archer. And in response, we do have a range for Saymyname. So yeah, builds so similar. Difference here is just the free foraging that Saymyname has on his scouts. Monoz going forward. I don't know if I agree about that. You would think that your economy is safe, but you're so close to overtops. Your woodline's so small. Maybe he's thinking, you know what? If my woodline's small, my opponent's woodline's small. I need to make use of a timing here with these archers. Saymayname's like, yeah, okay, fine, come forward. I've got archers too, you know. No upgrades on any of the units from Monoz. But does see the archer now. And he's going to just take the hill if he can. Fletching coming in now. Villager's been idle back here. And this other villager gets pulled back. Since she's in danger. These buildings do kind of allow an extra lineup here for Monoz to farm semi-protectedly. I wouldn't say it's very well protected. And he's doing a good job of following as Saymyname brings his units around. Can't lose sight of those. Engages, or at least forces the spears to engage, maybe. Kind of even damage there. The scouts took a big whacking at. Saymyname actually didn't get double bit earlier, so... Does that show up in the res collected? Yeah, Monoz 200 res ahead, whereas both players are on very similar vill counts. Monoz got housed, though, so a little bit behind in vill production. I wonder what Monoz's thought process is. Is it like just survive Feudal Age, get to Cav Archer, and then the extra damage the scouts do don't matter? Lost sight of him now. Saymyname getting his own fletching. And they come together again. It's a shot off on the scout. Monoz a little bit ahead in the number of farms he's had time to place. Hasn't made it out to a second wood line. Not too many spears here for Saymyname, but of course the spears melt so quickly if the archers get into range. Still tracking, sees where the armies are going. Would it be worth it here? What if Saymyname brought his scouts around somewhere else, like this exposed wood line? Did he see the wood line? I mean, he saw the chopped tree, I think. Left his archers on their own. It's kind of what he's doing. And Monoz is like, there's something fishy going on here. And he brings his units back home. Second mining camp on this gold. Trying to limit exposure. And Monoz thinking about going up. Saymyname putting a lot of gold himself. This back gold just sent all the extra villagers or new villagers over there, it looks like. Woodline doesn't have any holes. Monoz is on it. Monoz's response, select all military, send them over here. And archers, meanwhile, are thinking of coming in at a different direction. So what's tricky? Oh, look at that quick wall. Beautiful. And so spears are just here on their own. Archers come on the berries. Monoz's response. Monoz's response. Does he see it? He does see it, but two vills going down. Saymayname's approach seems like it's working here. And Saymyname's up first to Castle Age. This is what Magyar's buys you, right? Lets you stay in the driver's seat. Archers can't get too far away. And villagers decide to abandon that wood line completely. Move on to the next one. Saymyname gets to add a second range behind safely. The rest collected now in Saymyname's favor. Probably just because the villagers haven't had to run back and forth so much. Knights, units decide to take the attack now that I guess Bloodline was almost in. Seems a little bit early. Bloodlines is already in as well for Saymyname. See, Monoz just a little bit slow there with the upgrades. Archers are out of position though. That's a good engagement for Monoz. But yeah, your opponent having a hill like this, really frustrating. Your gold and your active woodline is over there. Hun player adding third range. And kind of leaving these... Oh, this is tricky. They've split up the units again. Spears are coming back in to deal with the light cab. Or a scout cab, I should say. But many villagers going down. Eco-cating 0 to 4. Looks like it was only 2 villagers that time for 3 light cab. And these archers just being so wily. Monoz thought he had him pinned. But they're just staying in the corner there. Crossbowmen on this wood line. It's not looking good for Monoz. Really rough to get back into the game at this point when you're down 10 villagers. Scouts just slowly moving into his farmland. And I think we waited for nothing. I think that's what that little speed up meant. He can't farm. He does have gold access still. He still has some wood access. They're microing up the hill. Crossman, yeah, both players are definitely controlling their units. He needs a lot of damage very quickly. We do save some cavalry archers coming in for both players. I was going to say we don't see any knights for either player. Knights could be sent forward to help deal. Monoz trying to fight uphill. Is this where he dropped? No. He's just maybe not paying attention. Does have, you know, way more units to help micro up the hill. Monoz base looks like a mine when I naked FC on Arabia. Oh, like yours. Yeah. I mean, it's terrible. He's definitely doing a good job of getting villagers back to work. And he's getting ballistics very quickly. He does have the archers as well. Almost feel like he should just stick to crossbows for a moment. And try to get his economy back in a decent shape. Saymyname already having the second town center. He must be feeling pretty confident here. Cavalry archers are looping around, probably trying to get in on this wood line back here. Unless, yeah, look, this crossbowman just waiting. Just scouting out, seeing if there's any villagers being sent back. Meanwhile, Monoz just walking right across. Third town center even for our Magyar player. Cavalry archers in on the gold. One villager, two villagers, three villagers, four villagers, five villagers. Ah, man, this is not looking hot. Crossbowmen are in. Cavalry archers just run in, trying to find maybe an opportunity to do some damage. We still have full walls up here for Saymyname. Crossbows can try to get on this wood line. Cavalry archers are also trying to micro the hearts out. Cavalry archers is dodging, dipping. We'll get some counter damage here. A tower was forced up. Cavalry archers just sitting under the tower. There's no more additional military to take out the cavalry archers. More and more villagers going down. 20 vill difference, difference plus 2 extra TCs. But of course, last game, can't fault the guy for playing on. Is getting ballistics. That is like his tech advantage. Ballistics in a dream, baby. Let's see what we can do, Monoz. Crossbowmen have additional range over the cavalry archers. But Saymyname just has to fight while his villagers evacuate to one of the many, many town centers. And the micro doesn't seem like it's here. He obviously has to micro back at home as well. Try to send any units he can produce back home, but he has no res. He has no res. This is just a micro battle. You might as well be playing CBA. He has no economy anymore. He can't produce units. He can hardly produce a villager. There you go. He can produce 1 CA. And with ballistics, he can try to out-micro the cavalry archers that are just sitting behind. He's sending cavalry archers back home to deal with that. Has really hit most of the wood lines except this front one. Did he see? He saw the front one when he rolled in. Cavalry archers trying to micro away. Doing an okay job. Just that, okay. It's not great. And now the cavalry archers run away. More villagers being sent to the one safe wood line. And there is the GG. Good luck next. This is the last round, but I guess good luck next also applies to Gold League. I think Monoz just forgot to quit. Like, he's not controlling anything, right? Unless he's controlling something over here. No, he just forgot to quit. He just showed up and went to go get water. And I'm sure Monoz sees that he forgot to quit. It's not like he's attacking anywhere. He says you there. There's the thumbnail. You there? Did Monoz garrison? This is so dumb. He's kind of forcing Saymyname to... He was like being so sportsmanlike. And now he's forcing Saymyname to like actually kill all his villagers. Because Saymyname can't just leave this, right? I mean, maybe the admins get involved later. If somehow Monoz came back on in like multiple hours after Saymyname, for whatever reason, just left. Saymyname's still making villagers. Has this happened before in a tournament? Villager farms expiring, going back to these farms. Yeah, Saymyname knows that Monoz isn't doing this out of spite. He just honestly forgot to quit. Maybe he thought he quit before he got up. Maybe he just turned off his computer and we'll have a disconnect in a moment. I mean, I feel like I have to keep casting this. This is silly. I really don't. There we go. Saymyname is victorious. And there's the remainder of the game. I mean, it was pretty well in Saymyname's control, I think, with just how strong these players are at this point in the game. I'd already given the score to Saymyname, so it made sense. Saymyname goes on to Gold League, where I think he's been before.